Week 7, and we are starting a new topic this week. It is the church. Acts chapter 2, verses 42 through 47 gives us a really good idea of what our church fathers, like the first generation church, what they looked like, what they did. It says, and they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and the prayers. And awe came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were being done through the apostles. And all who believed were together and had all things in common. And they were selling their possessions and belongings and distributing the proceeds to all as any had need. And day by day, attending the temple together and breaking bread in their homes, they received their food with glad and generous hearts, praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to their number day by day those who were being saved. Something that really stuck out to me in this passage was that they went to the temple day by day. Every day they were meeting together. They were talking. They were learning from the apostles. We have such a blessing of having the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, to know and learn what Jesus taught. That's exactly what the apostles were doing. They were going and they were teaching and telling everything that Jesus had done, and using the authority that Jesus gave them to do miracles. Another important note in this passage is that they were selling their possessions and belongings and distributing the proceeds to all as any had need. Now, this wasn't like a little socialist community. They weren't required to give, as we see a few chapters later with Ananias and Sapphira. This was generosity. This was love and kindness that they had for their community, the other believers. This was the very first church. This was before denominations. This was before there were all these different, interpretations of the word. Now, there's a lot that we can learn from the early church. I'm not saying that we need to go every single day like they did, but we do need to be in the word every single day and receiving God's truth every single day. In addition to selling their possessions and giving and meeting every day, they were fellowshipping with one another. And I know that this is absolutely something that I could do better about at my own church. So the devotion that the early church had really invites us to kind of dig a little deeper and see if there's something more than our casual approach to church and community.